So since context is such an important driver or factor in considering the focal point of the profession and the role we choose, what are some of the contextual changes that are relevant that are going on today? Well, there are several contextual changes that are actually quite embedded in corporate capitalism. So that same shift that started to push the profession back in the early 1900s and through the last century into today, there's some powerful contextual changes and trends that are happening that we might be able to leverage going forward. So one is the rise of corporate social responsibility. Whereas back in the early 1900s, it was more often seen as a trade-off, business needs versus the needs of the environment or the needs of communities. Today, more and more enlightened businesses are seeing that those two things do not have to be in tension, but actually can be quite complementary. And so that's one powerful trend where a strengthening of the professions, bringing more of a view on societal benefit, could be welcomed by companies, whereas it may be seen as a threat 100 years ago. A second is changes in how we work. So the concept of 34-year careers with a gold watch and a defined benefits pension plan is becoming a thing of the past. And what is becoming much more common is people having multiple sort of mini careers or even projectized work throughout their careers. And so what this provides more opportunity for potentially is a stronger sort of overlay of professional allegiance relative to corporate allegiance, which could provide more room for some of these changes we're talking about. Next is the shifting values of millennials and the generations that will follow them. Much has been written on this. We know that millennials are seeking more careers that have meaning to them and an opportunity to change the world. And that, in a lot of ways, aligns with this focal point shift towards socio-technological leadership we're talking about. And finally, globalization, which we're all aware of from multiple news sources and data points. But again, this idea of an interconnected world raises, I think, some potential for helping us to shift the focal point of the engineering profession and to deal with some of these larger global issues. The engineering profession could become an increasingly powerful driver of dealing with global challenges.